Hi, this is Hunyah Travels, and today I'll be making pear pastries and pear galette. Very easy to make. For the ingredients you need is some pears in a syrup, canned pears in syrup, which you could find at any grocery store, and puff pastry, which you could find at any grocery store. Two simple ingredients, not much. First, take out the puff pastry and roll it out onto the baking pan. So since I have two, because I'm doing two recipes in one, I'm just going to roll out one for each. So just roll it out. So just roll out the puff pastry like this. So just take it out. It might look messy, but it'll be get it later on. So just put it in like this. So it spreads out. No oil, no nothing needed because it is already like this. So just roll it out like this. And now roll out the second sheet of puff pastry for the galette, which will be with a round pan. So just take it out and do the same thing. So it doesn't have to be perfect because galettes, there are open face pie as compared to traditional pies. And if requested, I could do a recipe video on traditional pies as well, although I've thought of doing it many times. So what you do is you roll it out just like this. So what I'm going to be showing you is a hack to make pastries, and the galette itself is a hack. So what you do is you take it out and you just put it on top like this. So make sure it doesn't touch and makes kind of a shape. So this right here, and then it's going to form into an open face pie later on. So it's something like this. Now starting with the galette first. So what I'm going to do is I have my puff pastry in a sapphire baking pan. So I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pears that are in the syrup. So I'm going to put them around. And make sure you put the syrup in there too, because you want it to have flavor. So I'm going to put a few pears like this. If you want, you could also use a savory base, but I'm making it all sweet. So put it in a few like this. And for the galette, now you have the filling. Then to make the crust, fold the puff pastry from the sides and make it and form it into a kind of open face pie like I mentioned earlier. So I'm just going to fold it all around. And the galette is ready to be baked. So you could see this is going to be going into the oven just right after I do the pastries. For the pastries, so I'm just going to put in all the pears in there. So I'm going to put, since there's about two of them, so I guess I'm doing two pear pastries pie because there isn't so much in there. So what I do is I put the syrup across so it sticks. And what I do is I fold. So first I have this. So now what I do is I fold the pears. So I just have to just move this a little. Fold it like this, making it a shape, giving this kind of a shape. And what I do is I'm going to cut it. So just cut this. So now since it's cut, and then I'm just gonna just put it on the side. And this, I'll just form it into, and then just gonna put this in, and then fold it from here. And the same thing for this puff pastry. And I'm just gonna make the border of this. It's not the perfect one, but it's still good. Now using this, I'm just going to just make the border using the fork for the pastry, for the puff pastries, the pear pastries. And now this is ready to be put into the oven. This goes into the oven for 10 minutes, the pear pastries and galette. So just put them into the oven and let that bake. Now you could see it's almost done cooking. In 5 minutes this will be done, the galette and the pear pies. It's time to take out the pears and the pear galette and pear pastries. So here is the pear galette. Look at this. And now the pear pastries. And look, it is done. See that the pear galette and pear pies pastries are done. It's very easy to make. So now you see that the pear galette, that is this, it is done and it's ready to eat, made with simple ingredients. And so is the pear pastries. So watch and subscribe to Hunyah Travels. The recipe will be on Hunyah Travels blog. So watch and subscribe. Thank you.